a derailed train car belching black death into the air is about as good as a counter juxtaposition with the state. What is the State of the Union? They should have just had a live feed of the black chemicals being belched into the sky around Palestine, Ohio.
And if you'll notice, there's nobody's posting, no politicians are posting any epic images of them in gas masks or anything like they were with the stupid fucking balloon.
The balloon, yeah.
Because there's nothing to be done. There's no angle here because this is just what we do. We let companies buy back stocks while destroying their actual capacity to do the thing that they're supposed to until it causes mass death. And there's no alternative to that. It's not a political question. So you just get to choke on black smoke. That's it.
It's 2023 and we're still dealing with rapacious railroad executives.
You'd think we could have handled this shit.
Oh, and to your point, Matt, is like I remember like a big part of the balloon hysteria was that the balloon was filled with biological weapons or something.
That was very funny. It was had an EMP device.
An EMP device or biological weapons.
Someone's been reading late period Tom Clancy.
Oh, he loved EMPs.
Yeah. I did a deep dive of Tom Clancy the other day. The Jack Ryan character is the greatest character ever written. Did you know that there's a part where in between like being a CIA agent who saves the world several times and being the president, he becomes a stockbroker and he's so good at it that he makes $8 million in like a month. He's the best character ever. Like no flaw. He's not bad at anything.
Okay, yeah. I remember in one of the Tom Clancy books, the one where Jack Ryan becomes president. It becomes president because like a Japanese nationalist crashes in
they do at the State of the Union.
At the State of the Union, and in Tom Clancy's like sort of peevish Catholicism, like he very much implies that the president deserved to die because he had a mistress, and that Jack Ryan deserves to be president because he's faithful to his wife.
Which is funny because Tom Clancy had a mistress.
Well,
Well, that's why he's not president.
Tom
He's
Clancy,
only president of the Naval Hat Wearers Appreciation Society.
Tom Clancy is so funny. Like he's probably like, as a singular man, probably the most effective propagandist of the U.S. military in the modern era. And like the only thing the deep state did for him was probably like set up a meet and greet with him and some Delta Force guys, and Colin Powell found him like a mistress. That's it. Like the younger woman he married was like Colin Powell's friend. And then they probably like there were probably some Delta guys who were like just shell shocked and in between missions of like killing labor organizers in Nicaragua. And they're like, hey, can you meet this fat guy? And they were like, fine, like, okay. They didn't give him, he died at like 63, like every other like overweight guy with diabetes in Maryland. So they didn't give him any of the like the life-altering chemicals.
Adrenochrome, we didn't get any of that stuff.
Yeah.
They just like let him ride around in like a swift boat for a little bit.
Yeah, they're like,
you could hit the
Tom.
horn.
Yeah.
they gave him the deep state equivalent of the hood pass that allowed him to wear all those USS Enterprise hats.
Yeah.
It is wild he never got nailed for valor theft since he was repping a different naval vehicle every day of his life.